Ok, ci siamo. Allora, continuiamo The Witcher 3, il DLC. Ok. Allora, eravamo rimasti qui e dobbiamo recuperare alcune cose per continuare. Allora, mi sto per suicidare.
Best cure for the beast. A witcher.
The game to your liking.
Aren't we not curious trousers?
Oh,
Ah, ma c'era un'altra cosa qua, mannaggia a me.
This is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun.
Who's that?
Vaffanculo.
Stocks and the whip
What
await
about
those
whistling?
running riot.
Anyone here know how to
Tootsie
whistle?
values peace and quiet. Calm now, keep calm.
Damn it. Come on, stay calm.
Meno male.
Easy now.
Ma si era meglio un unicorno? Porca puttana.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
Eh sì.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete
Scusate
collapse.
se ogni tanto mi fermo, è perché molto probabilmente sto aggiustando il microfono o la sedia. Incredibile come in questo cazzo di DLC cioè il frame rate è molto più basso rispetto
Easy to spot once I'm under.
quando giochiamo ecco al gioco originale.
Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to...
To the rules?
Who is that man?
What a scoundrel.
But my is he manly?
Cazzo, dobbiamo durare sto pesce dorato.
That is not allowed.
It will not do.
Eccolo là. Penso, no. Che culo.
That's an outrage. Bad form, sir.
Do something.
Do what exactly? Am I to...
Ma io ci vuole tracing attivo, ma non penso. Che cazzo. No. Vabbè.
Wine. Sunlight captured in a bottle.
Guarda, io posso capire che mo noi stiamo giocando ecco con l'update next gen, quindi non mi vedo un sacco di cose grafiche, tutte quella roba là. Però non è possibile che un gioco che ormai ha tipo 8 anni con una 3060 Ti e un i5 10400,
We do not please. We act
cioè
out of the highest necessity.
non riesco nemmeno quasi a farlo girare a 60 fps con il DLSS attivo a 1080,
I am
tutto al
the
massimo.
rules.
Cioè una cosa assurda.
Geralt, at last. And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of heart.
Boh.
Too cryptic, this riddle. Got no idea what it's...
Then be silent and let me think. Look, if we take Rome, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese.
Pretty clever.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
Una bella figa lei. Scegli sti vampiri.
What the butch? What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Plenty.
Alcune.
Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders.
Just one.
Ah, so forse io?
Not counting yours.
Che mammata. Allora, vedo un attimo cosa è vulnerabile. Porco Dio, se non mi mette il menu. Mettimi... Raga, non mi mette il menu. No, io è una cosa assurda. Ma devo vedere che cazzo... Non mi sembra... Uff. Uffa. Forse è scriptato, mi sa che moriamo. Ah, sì.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
He's my friend. E chi è questo?
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More...
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of...
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds, when circumstances force you. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble.
You do not have a monopoly on Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me, and... he chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders it so difficult to classify. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to
all in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff...
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Ok.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late.
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unav... Sirs, we must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Cioè, come cazzo è possibile che il frame rate sta fisso a 60? Mo' è salito un po' a 65. Cioè, nella scena in cui stiamo inquadrando, cioè ci sono pochissimi NPC. Porca puttana, un gioco di 8 anni fa. Facciamo 6-7 anni perché il DLC non è uscito un po' dopo. Cioè, con l'hardware che c'ho io, dovrebbe andare a molto di più. Vorrei fare molto di più FPS. Porca puttana, mi sta sul cazzo. Cioè, però vabbè.
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I...
See what it said?
knew I
My dear friend.
I've been told you're on a jaunt to Toussaint.
Yeah,
I
in
do
the fair.
hope you don't overtax yourself during the wine festival. The effects of such exertion at your age... I've come upon some information which might be of interest to you. While browsing through a colleague's book collection, I found mention of one Professor Mo... The details I've come to learn are rather vague, and his laboratory's location remains a mystery. Yet his journal should at least provide hints as to both. It is... I enclose a map I found in the tome I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful. Should you grow tired of sampling Beauclair's ladies, wines, and other exquisite delicacies, this matter might prove a fruitful diversion.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking.
No pros!
Ok, però... ok, la principale è questa. Madonna, livello raccomandato 39. Dio santo. Ah,
Best cure for the beast, a Witcher.
ora mi sono accorto della poca vita che avevo.
Just a few more ledges, and I shall get drunk as a skunk.
Nice tune.
Però il più veloce a piedi.
A Witcher?
Cioè dai ragazzi, quando FPS. Guarda qua non c'è stato un cazzo di nessuno. Ah, questa è assurda. Non è possibile però.
Come on, Roach. Come on. That's it, Roach. Whoa there, Roach. Not so fast, Roach.
È un po' più piano che vorrei recuperare un po' di vita. Non me ne sono accorto proprio. Che cazzo è là in fondo, Dio santo?
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Ma serio? Ma che cazzo? Dio bosco. Oh. Affango.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Tipo, alla fine sembra fino a quello da andare a finire. Palla. Madonna cazzo di nemici sono. Ma che cazzo? Oh, ecco qua.
Giving me no choice. Hikimores. Victuals aplenty around here. More eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
Questa parte sarebbe stata figa a giocarla ad Halloween.
Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be used.
And this? Good.
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
Per sniffarlo.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will...
The hand. What?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Care, but if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed...
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue.
How's it work?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by now. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of something.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his head?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hide.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as...
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my...
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, there's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient, rather not gouge.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So,
Not really in the mood for your concoctions, especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is only the...
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm going.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the...
Appreciate the compliment.
You were right. No kobolds or Mamoon.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the...
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of... It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it.
Know anything else?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to...
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or... perhaps greed.
Text.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct. And a curse. In one place.
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember...
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little...
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observation.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's...
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to...
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later.
Tomes, thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome.
All right. Good.
And to you, my friend.
Ok, quindi dobbiamo preparare un campione di saliva, se ho capito bene. Cazzo ci con sti mostri, non lo so. Ma che è? Porco due, sta pieno di cristalli di mostri qua.
Run, Roach.
Oh.
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about? Our guests. Never a good omen.
Dai, Cristo, Madonna, Santa, non corre. Madonna.
Strange. Get a sense that the
Spero che non, spero che non salgano qua sopra.
a message trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Oh, libro.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Non notare questi qua sono proprio oversize, cioè. Sono gigante.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon. Pretty ordinary.
Devo trovare il cucchiaio, quello dove diciamo ha lasciato la saliva.
Spine key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Ok.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
E non mi metto a leggere, dico la verità,
Woman's
non
name scratched into this wooden spoon.
mi viene proprio. Ah,
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Spoon, pretty ordinary, maybe a little old.
cazzo, posso manco mettere. Madonna che palla. Che devo avere il livello. Oddio. Mm. Ok, allora facciamo il trappolone. Cazzo. Oh. Quando è? Andiamo. Se è contento lui, sono contento anche io.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
Poverino, non mi fa più. Fa cagare sotto, non mi fa più.
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Grazie.
Just need a bit for Regis.
Io che contento, io.
Now we'll tend to you.
È pure educato, sei pure cucchiaio.
Spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Mmm. Devi sbrodolare.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Poi ci siamo avvelenati. Cazzo. Ok.
Think it worked. Not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Madonna, il signore dei cucchiai. Raga, questo qua è chiaramente il signore dei cucchiai. Il trono dei cucchiai. Vieni qua, cucciolotto, dove stai? Perché sei scappato? Cucciolotto, dove cazzo aiuto? Porco due, stanno d'altre merde. Beh. Dio santo. Oh, mocca chi te muore. Cazzo, si chiama il cavallo. Porca madonna. Mannaggia Sandro Roach. Mocca mamma.
The dressings, bandages.
Vaffanculo.
What a day.
Strunz.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from...
What did you do with the rat?
I cremated it, as our codex commands.
Pretty helpful creatures.
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive...
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood...
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of you?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, to make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal.
All right, so what do you...
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse, abundant in...
Tesham Mudna.
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed this, brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to...
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the...
Yeah.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mudna.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
Sì.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt, but you must remain calm.
Sembra un bambino.
As things stand, the die is cast.
And you're
Ha
starting
un
to
piccolo caso di zucchero. Ah, gli zuccheri del sangue, che una battuta. È pessimo. Guarda le texture di sti piedi quando cazzo fanno cagare. Da là, mamma. Brutta, eh?
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Fai strada.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told... Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show...
How the hell?
Vengo subito, ragazzo.
Yes. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our realm to this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Cells. Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something? Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vamp.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those...
They treated them like livestock.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted
Che cazzo la... non me lo metto, vabbè. Ma che... Sono pezzi di gara, non mi sbaglio. Ah, ecco.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Its stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Ehi. Fatto.
Bait set.
Proviamo raga, secondo me non ce la faccio.
Enter the cage.
Basso di livello, non mi tendo di fare missioni secondarie.
The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to. Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Oh.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Puttana mamma.
Smell the blood.
Ce la puttana mamma. Moriamo, Dio Cristo, Madonna puttana. Troppi nemici. Quindi più ne uccidiamo lui più guadagna sangue, insomma, dai. Però porco due, mannaggia. 10.000 nemici. Poi il sistema di movimento è quello che è. Cioè, poco responsivo. E Cristo Dio. Yeah.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Uffa.
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Raga, però porco Dio, non ce la faccio a giocare così.
You won't be able to.
Ma che cazzo? Studio.
Smell the blood.
Ma che cazzo? Ma questo è bloccato. Porca madonna di Dio che è sto. Vabbè raga. Oh.
I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more coming.
Donna però raga. No, ma si può giocare così. Donna però no. Faccio quello che so fare meglio. Urla. Dio sangue. Madonna. Non mi ricarica più la vita. Porco Dio, non mi ricarica più la vita. Ma perché fa così sto gioco? Madonna. Madonna. No, dai, raga. No, cioè, dai, ma stiamo scherzando. Ma porco Dio, ragazzi, dai. È vero che sono di livello basso, però mannaggia. 10.000 nemici, Cristo Dio. Io non lo so, guardate. Porca puttana, però. Madonna, che due coglioni. Mi fa proprio incazzare, eh. Cristo Dio. Yeah.
Bait set. What now?
La puttana.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do
Abbiamo...
once I uttered it?
Don't know.
Quindi non
Calm you
muore.
down. Somehow.
Mannaggia.
Please,
Oh.
Geralt. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is...
Smell the blood.
Ma qua nascono buggati. Boh. Cristo Dio, no dai però, porco Dio. Sono morto un'altra volta. Mannaggia la madonna ragazzi, mannaggia. Le trappole non fanno niente. Dai però Cristo. Che palle ragazzi, mamma mia. Se posso qualche potenziamento. Cosa assurda. Che cazzo è? Credo che non si possano tipo migliorare. Mm. Facciamo così. Un po'. Avanti.
Bait set. What now?
Bla 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 bla.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what
Would you believe me once I uttered it?
Don't know.
Vattene, vattene, vattene.
Get down. Somehow.
Sleep.
I just smelled the blood.
Sto Dio, madonna però sti barili. Oh, scappa. 10. Via. Ah, fangus.
It grows. I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Ma pure lui mannato. Oddio. Oh no, questo no. Madonna.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Che culo.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore. Any better?
Far from ideal. But some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better.
Resonance.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact. This is important, Geralt. The slightest...
Relax. Got some...
Che dici? Sto cercando.
Excuse me. Actually, let me take a moment. You jumped the queue, sir. But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
The Count, sir.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Che culo. Secondo me questo qua sta uccidendo tutti quelli tipo che gli hanno fatto un torto e hanno rotto il cazzo. Non è cattivo.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we?
Cazzo.
Detlef. And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Awake at last. You writhe like a squirrel caught in a snare. What did you see?
Delacroix. His death seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still kept, and he was overcome with fury, remorse.
Interesting. And entirely peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district, and the bootblack acted as if he knew.
Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no...
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel...
That's fair. Rest up. Be back at...
Ok. Ragazzi, noi ci fermiamo qui. Cioè io mi fermo qui e ci vediamo alla prossima.